Today I'll show you how to change the mount of this Pictor Zoom. DZOfilm for most of their lenses have multiple lens mounts available, making in this case the Pictor Zooms a secure and future-proof investment. Now, the changing of the mount is actually quite easy. Today I'm gonna show you how. So let's start with the lens mount. In this case, this is a PL mount, and we want to change this to EF. In the box of the Pictor Zoom, you'll get a EF mount changing kit. This contains the EF mount itself, the screws, and shims. And lastly, they even include the TX screwdriver that you'll need to change these screws. So you're also gonna need a back focus chart, or the so-called Siemens star, to correctly adjust the back focus of your lenses. So here you can see the PL mount, which is attached of course to the lens with 8 individual screws right here. Now let's remove those first. After you loosened all 8 screws with the screwdriver, you can simply lift up the lens mount, like so, and you can put it aside the lens. There you go. Be careful, because you don't want to lose these screws. Now to take the EF mount, remove the cap, and you have to align it correctly. So there is this pointer right here. This sticks out a little bit, and it has here inside one as well. So you're gonna align those and carefully put it right here. There you go. So it is now perfectly in place. Take out your screws, the ones right here. These are these screws, and we're gonna screw these in. There are 7 screws right here. Lens mounts change. Now, if you only rely on your monitor or viewfinder to focus with your lenses, you're practically done now, and you can skip the next step. If you're relying on the focus markings on your lens, you have to shim your lenses. Now let me show you how that works. Let's first attach the lens to the camera and see if the back focus is correct. Attach the back focus chart to a wall and choose the correct testing distance appropriate for the DZOfilm lens that you're using. Now make sure you are pointed straight at the focusing chart. Find the correct testing distance for each DZOfilm actually on their website, and I'll leave a link below for the DZOfilm Pictor Zoom. Next, open up the aperture all the way on your lens and set the focus on the lens barrel to the distance that you measured from the back focus chart on the wall. Now we're gonna check on our camera. If the test chart is fully in focus, it's good. If the test chart's not fully in focus, you don't touch the lens barrel, but you should rather move the camera until the chart is perfectly in focus. So if the focus has changed to achieve perfect focus, you now have to adjust the flange focal distance of your lens by using these shims. This corresponds with the thickness, let me see right here, with the thickness of the shim. This will help you decide which shim you need to add or remove. Now, in order to add or remove these shims, you have to remove the lens mount once again. So let's do that by quickly unscrewing all these screws. Here we go. After you take off the mount, you might see some other shims, like the ones right here in the lens already. Now, depending on what you need, you can either add or remove them. In this case, we're just gonna add one to show you how it works. So you take one shim, for example this one, be really careful because these are thin. Now, as you can see, all these shims have markings right here. This is the little pin that also works for locking in the lens mount. Now, these shims, as you can see, have this marking as well. So we're gonna align them. There you go. And drop them into the lens mount. What you're gonna do next, of course, is reattach the lens mount again. And make sure to check your chart if focus is now correct. If it is correct, you have successfully adjusted your lens. And if this is not the case, of course, you can have another go with your shims. This is the third time in my life actually that I changed a lens mount. So if I can do it, you can do it. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you understand a little bit better how to change your lens mount. I hope to see you in the next video. Later.